This will save you loads of money in case you have an electric switch that goes bad in your house. This is Daddy Fix This. My dimmer switch in my basement bathroom has gone bad. I'm going to change it. Tools you'll need is a flat tip screwdriver. You can have a pocket knife, some gloves, and an electrical tester. This is a handy little tool. It tell you if electricity is in the wire, if voltage is running through a wire. We'll be using it to test the wire because we're going to be turning off power. A very important safety tip is that never work on electricity if power is running through these wires. Once I take the face off this switch, we're going to be turning off the breaker that sends power to this. Start unscrewing these screws one by one. If you have an electrical screwdriver, you can use that. It will make this operation a lot faster. Always keep your screws together. You took 6 screws out, make sure you have all 6 together. And the face should come off pretty easy. And keep everything together. So when you're ready to replace them, everything is in one place and you can find it. Nothing is missing. This is a switch that is bad. We're not going to disconnect this one or this one. I want to show you guys the replacement breaker. This I got at the local hardware store, any Lowe's or Home Depot. If you want to make sure you get the right breaker, you can pre-open this before and read the amperage. On here you'll see Lutron and the amperage of the breaker, and then you go to the store and get the same one. I'm also, for safety reasons, going to be cutting power. So my advice is for you to have a flashlight so you can continue your work. So it is at this point now that we're going to turn the breaker off with this handy little electrical tool which tests for current. Green means that it's dead. If we touch it to it, anywhere you see, that means this is live. It senses power. So you safely hold this with a gloved hand. So let me put my glove on. And you test this. You can touch it to the power and you see, right, that means power is going to this. Safety is key, guys, so make sure you have one of these whenever you're working on electricity. All right, so now we're going to turn off the breaker. This is the breaker, guys. You will see many breakers in your panel. It's listed on beside each breaker what they control. The range, receptacle, master bathroom, dishwasher, washer, so forth. Look for the area that you're dealing with. In my case, I found that this is a basement bathroom. So I'm going to flip this switch and it should disconnect power to those breakers. As we can see, it's now dark in here. We have to turn our flashlight on to continue working. For safety reasons, I'm going to test to be double sure there's no current in here. I should have green all the way around. See, no, there's no power. Green means it's safe to touch. Okay, so now we're gonna unscrew. You need a Phillips screwdriver and to undo 1, 2, 3 wires. This is the first one. Sometimes you have to pry these wires off just to open them because they're wrapped around the screw. Just open it up a little bit and pull it off. And then do that to the other 3 wires, the other 2 wires. Guys, I want to also tell you that it's important for you to take a photograph of where the wires were located before you disconnect them, so that when you put in the replacement breaker in, you'll know exactly where to put the wires back. Okay. All right, this is where your pocket knife comes in handy. To open up the package for a headlamp to work with. You tighten them real tight. This ground wire in this case has to go back to this ground wire here. So, let me try here. We're going to test it before we put it back together. So I'm going to turn the breaker on after we attach all the wires. So now that we have all the wires connected, we're going to check to see that the light works. Abracadabra, light's working. Okay. Thank you for watching today.